Getting a city powered up after a storm is a tough task, but one JEA is ready for. As soon as weather conditions permit, JEA crews are ready to enact the plan known as Restoration 123.
Restoration 123 was created for an easy way for our customers to better understand the power restoration process after a storm.
Phase 1 begins immediately after Jacksonville comes out of a storm. It is advised that people stay off the roads to avoid any downed lines. Crews and assessment teams will be working to get the power plants and substations back online and make any needed repairs to transmission lines.
Then we start looking at our critical infrastructure when it has to do with first responders. So we want to make sure that firehouses and of course hospitals like we have behind us are all in power before we move on to the next phase.
During Phase 1, residential customers do not need to report their outages yet, but make sure your contact information is up to date so you can receive important information, including outages and potential boil water advisories. Once Phase 1 is complete, JEA will move into Phase 2, which is a focus on neighborhoods and electric circuits.
We go from the substations out to all of our circuits and out into the neighborhoods. So that's when you start seeing us out in the neighborhoods.
Phase 2 is the time to report your neighborhood outages, either through the JEA app or JEA.com. Utility crews will be repairing the electric circuits, as one circuit could bring power back to as many as 2,500 homes. Priority is given to the repairs that will restore power to the most customers. Phase 2 could take some time to complete, as roadways need to be cleared of debris, trees need to be removed from lines, and power lines may need repairs. If a line is down on your home or on your property, do not touch it.
A lot of people will try to figure out if they know if it's a cable line or a phone line or a JEA line. You don't need to make that decision. Let the experts make that decision.
Call 904-630-CITY and report it immediately. Also, when you get power back to your home, power up your larger appliances and electronics one at a time. Now on to Phase 3. Crews will target the remaining isolated outages. This can be a frustrating phase for some, because though your neighbors may have power, you may not.
You could be fed off of a different line, maybe behind your home, or your neighbor's fed from a different line behind your home. That's one situation. Or there could be an issue with the power to your actual home.
Also, the storm could have damaged your home's weatherhead. If so, it can only be fixed by a licensed electrician before electricity can be turned on. Once fixed, call JEA to reestablish power. JEA will keep you up to date as we move through each phase of Restoration 123 through our app, website, and social media.
We know that waiting for the power to come back on is tough, but know that your JEA crews are working around the clock to get those lights back on. I'm Katie Jeffries, JEA, building a storm-ready community.